Okay, hello. So I wanted to take a minute and show you how I send out my host packets, and they're kind of fun, and I got this idea from another consultant, and I just kind of taken it and run with it. So this is the box type that I use. Actually, you can see I have them stacked up on both sides of me. These are new consultant boxes. These are host boxes, but I use these because they're fun. I look for them on sale at Michael's. They go on sale for usually about $2. I have seen them at Walmart for $2 as well, similar boxes, but they're much cuter at Michael's, and there's all kinds of fun stuff. Like this one says, "Oh, happy day" on the front, so that's kind of fun. So that is the box. This is what I mail it in. When I go to mail it, I just take my tape right here and I tape around the box just like that, okay? And then I print off a label. Here at my house, I use PayPal shipping, and I print off a label and I put that label right here, okay? And that's how I ship the box off. That way the host, she can cut it and she can use it again. I see them at my host house every time I go. So let me tell you about what's inside the host box. Okay, so we're going to go from the top down, okay? So there's always a little bit of raffia or fun little, stuffing. Not a whole lot, just something to make it fun, okay? Usually try and mix the box, match the box or the time of year. I always include a little goodie, and I noticed this box is missing something that I always include, and that is a little drink mix. When I was looking at this box last night, I noticed that it was missing something, so probably should have started this before I had this, but I always include a little like refreshers, drink mix in there. In the winter, I'll include a hot chocolate or a coffee, but these are lightweight, so that's why I include them. And then a lot of times I'll include, this is an old quick cut paring knife from like years ago. I have some in there, or I might include a citrus peeler in there. I think all my spring ones have citrus peelers in them. So, and then I also include a business card magnet. You can just include a business card if you want to, but I like the magnet. I usually get to the house and this is stuck on the fridge. And if you're wondering, I get my business cards from Vistaprint, okay? That picture was taken on my iPhone. The shading is horrible, but I don't care. So it's not a professional picture, sue me. All right, I always include a package, a sheet of labels in here. If my host books at a party, then I will email them, depending on when the booking is. If the booking is like in a month, I'm going to take this out and I'm going to write their name at the top right there. And then when I get home, I'm going to type up their labels and I'm going to fold it into thirds and put it in a mail this to them. But if they book it and their party's in the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks, then I leave this in here and I ask them if they have a printer, and I will email them the PDF file and they can print out. And I always put a little label on there that says, this is for your invites. Even after they're printed out, I stick that label back on there because I want them to understand that that is for them to put on their printouts. All right, so this is the same thing that's in the host folders, and I just print it out front to back on a cardstock paper. I have it personalized so that it's very easy to just write the information in, okay? And so I use a teal colored Sharpie, like it's my color. It is the color Sharpie that I always use. And so when I sit down with them at the party, I might go over this with them. Okay, that's host coaching, another whole segment. But I'll go over this with them and make notes, circle things. But if I'm mailing it to them, then I make notes and circle things, and then I put it in the mail to them. Okay, I include 30 labels. 30 postcard invitations. I break them down because I'm giving them 30 labels. Okay, I'm giving them 30 labels. And so then that gives them one for each postcard. And I explain to them, of course, how to use that, but I don't want them to just be relying on Facebook. I also include a 50 guests in 5 minutes flyer. They already have their top 40 invite lists on the back of this right here, but this is like the Frank's list. Pampered Chef has one. I think it might be 2 pages. I should probably start using that one, but this is what I've used in my packets for 90 million years. So, but anyway, you want to include some kind of thing to help them come up with their guest list. So this is a good one, or the one that's on Consultant's Corner. So don't reinvent the wheel. Like I made this before Pampered Chef made their top 40 who to invite list, okay? Then I include outside order forms, okay? you'll notice these don't look like home office order forms, okay? These are 3 to a page order forms. And I've used them for 90 million years. I think Lydia, well, I can't remember her last name. Anyway, Lydia, I think, is the one that created them originally. But they're just 3 to a page order forms. I don't get a lot of orders by, I don't get a lot of paper orders, so I just include a couple copies, and this just tells them how to fill out an order form, okay? And then I include 3 catalogs. So one for the host, I tell her, take this catalog. If you don't have one from the party, mark it up, make your wish list or whatever, and then the other catalogs you share with your guests, okay? So this is the order I put it in. Catalogs are on the bottom. Order forms are next. 50 guests in 5 minutes is usually stuck in with the invitations. I don't know why it wasn't before. Okay, and if I print out these, then I have this folded into thirds and tucked in with the invitations as well, with one stuck on there so they know how it goes. Okay, this goes next. This goes after, because I can easily take it out. Then I put my gifts on the top of that and my little thing on the top. Close it up. How much does it weigh? It is just under 2 pounds, okay? I do not want it to be over 2 pounds because that's like a whole other amount of money. I mail these all over the United States. I live in Florida. It has never cost me more than about $8 or $9. That's even mailing it to someplace like Alaska. Okay, so if you are mailing overseas, you'll of course have to fill out a customs form, but just do that online. And these are super easy to do. There's no reason to spend a lot of money on them. If you are weighing yours out and taking it to the post office and it costs a lot of money, then you need to take some stuff out, okay? You'll notice I didn't have host flyers in here because I actually email those to my hosts. I email those flyers. A lot of times they're just looking at them digitally anyways. The only time I would mail one to them is on like a month, like this month, February, where they needed to have the February specials. There's like a list of products to choose from. And that's only if, I just keep these all, they're made and they're generic. So that's why, and I forget to, update them. So that's why I have to email out the special guts that don't do it. Besides that, it adds to weight and I don't need to add anything to my weight. So I hope this was helpful to you. These are fun to use. Subscribe to the Michaels email so that you can find out when they're on special. 5 of these fit in a 31 large utility tote. I go in there with like 5 large utility totes and I go buy 25 at a time. If you are military, you do get a 10% discount at Michaels as well. Sometimes they have coupons, like this last week they had a coupon for 20% off your entire order, even if it was all on sale. So that was good because then the boxes were $2, then you could save another 40 cents. So that made them $1.60. All right, guys, so your host, this makes your host feel special. My hosts have come back to me and they absolutely love it. They love the goodies in there and they have a blast opening it. All right, and they almost always post a picture of it on the event page. All right, hope this helped you guys. Have a good one.